to take the walkway or walk? Hi friends, it's Jason, and we're not in New Brunswick anymore. We're in downtown Toronto. Like last year when Presley had a conference in Vancouver. I'll put that video up on the screen so you can check that out as well. I'll link it down below too. We are at her conference. She's off doing her thing. And what I'm going to do is explore downtown Toronto. Now, this is a little bit outside of my comfort zone, and sometimes that's what you have to do as a photographer. You have to do things that get your photography brain going a little bit more. So we're going to explore down here. I've already done it a little bit, and I want to go back to some of the places that I've already been at night to check them out under the city lights, and we're going to take some pictures, explore, eat some food, and have some fun. So let's go. While wandering downtown Toronto, I became fascinated with the streetcars, as you'll see throughout this video. The architecture turned my head. Small little old buildings like this one, and art pieces that were throughout the city that really caught my eye, and some of them even featured the sense of humor of the artist that created them. And of course, there was always the typical touristy things that you have to go to whenever you're in a new city. It was a great day exploring downtown Toronto, and I'll tell you, I put a lot of miles on my feet, but now I wanted to explore in the evening and see what I could see at night. This is my first streetcar ride.
Next stop, Spadina Avenue.
So I don't know what it is, but there's something about filming when I'm out in public. And there were so many people around today that I just couldn't do it. I had such a hard time. And I took lots of pictures, I took lots of B-roll, but I just couldn't film myself. It was weird because I even saw other people doing it, and I couldn't bring myself to. I'm not sure why. Because honestly, in a city this size, millions of people, they wouldn't care. They just wouldn't care. So I'm out again tonight. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to go back to one of the spots I took a picture of earlier today, and I'm gonna try and get one at night. I've seen it taken there before, and I'm gonna try. So hopefully this is successful, but I don't know if it's gonna be. We'll see. I'm just rambling now because I'm walking and I'm uncomfortable and I feel weird and there's people around me, and it's just a strange feeling. So I'm gonna keep going and get to my spot, and we'll see how it goes. It's cool to be able to just stand here on this bridge and film this whole scene, and people are walking by and they're not really bothering me or thinking I'm weird, because there's actually somebody else doing the same thing. So that's kind of cool. There's other people stopping and taking pictures, and I don't look so unusual standing here in this spot. So here's the scene that I'm trying to get. Below me are train tracks, and what I'm trying to get right now is hopefully a train coming through, which I think I see one coming right now, and I'm going to try and do a long exposure to get the train light trails if I can. So here comes the train. I'm going to give this a shot, and if it turns out, I'll show it to you now.
I knew that I wanted to get a couple of shots of the CN Tower peeking between the skyscrapers above our hotel, the Sutton Place on King Street West. And I also wanted to get a streetcar passing by in front of the hotel and try and get a blurry background and check it all out. And if those turned out, I'll show them to you now.
So I came down to photograph what they call the Flatiron Building. It's called the Gooderham Building. And well, let me show you. I guess that's not happening today. And there it is in all its glory. So I guess I'm not photographing that today. Unfortunately, I guess I'm moving on to my next project. All right, here we go. This is what is called Brookfield Place. I saw this online and thought I'd come and check it out. Maybe take some pictures or something. This is kind of cool. The ceiling is amazing. Let's give it a try. I love the stone around the new building at the Stock Exchange. That's very, very cool. Now, many of you may not know what this building is. Some of you might. This is what used to be the old Chum Building, or better known as the Much Music Building. And many moons ago, I used to work for the Much Music Video Dance Party. You know, that thing where people would go to dances and be a giant video screen, and my God, that truck was annoying. Anywho, this is what that building was, and I thought I'd, for old time's sake, drive by. Ah, the memories.
And now, time for a brief pit stop. With the World Series in full swing and the Blue Jays being part of it, I thought I'd stop into the Blue Jays official shop at the Sky Dome and check out and see what I could see. Maybe pick myself up a little hat or shirt or something. And I ended up settling on a nice Blue Jays hat and tried to blend in to literally everybody that was wearing Blue Jays stuff around the city this week. Now, I certainly didn't expect to see these outside of the Sky Dome. Pump House Brewery from Moncton, where I'm from. It was then time to grab some dinner because we had to get all dolled up for Presley's event that night and go out and have a little fun and have a few drinks and enjoy the entertainment. And we had a great time, and then it was on to the next day. The Hockey Hall of Fame is somewhere that I've always wanted to go, and in all my trips to Toronto, I've never actually gone there. And as I said earlier, it is downstairs in Brookfield Place in downtown Toronto. And it's pretty amazing. If you are a fan of the sport, fan of hockey, and the history that this sport has, you can see some of the amazing jerseys worn by some of the biggest stars in all of hockey. You can see old equipment, you can see old jerseys, skates, see records, see trophies, and it's a really, really neat experience. And surprisingly, it's not as expensive as I thought it would be to get in there. And it was just a really cool hour or so that we spent wandering around, looking at things like the history of the hockey mask, the original Stanley Cup, and of course, we got to see the best trophy in all of sports, the Stanley Cup itself. Then it was off to the aquarium. The joy of watching Presley's face when she got to touch a stingray was worth the price of admission.
This?
She's not ready for this.
Okay, you're getting in, so this is half the battle. Okay, so I just want to let you know, or give you a reminder, you heard about this already, but the main level has been closed for a special event.
Yeah.
So you'll have access to the lower observation level, which is still 113 stories and still has the glass floor, the outdoor terrace, and the different observation points. And then you can go up to the very top, which is this level here as well, okay? So it's this level and this level. There's a special elevator for that one, so you have to go to a different line if you want to go up there.
Okay.
But it does come back to the lower observation level where we're dropping you off.
Cool.
There's 3 single stall bathrooms on this level as well if you need to use them. And if you have any questions, you can ask the uniform staff when you're up there, okay? If you have any general questions about me now, let me know. Other than that, I'm good to go to the ride, okay? But when you get up there, again, you'll be at 113 stories. It's 342 meters or 1,122 feet. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. If not, then...
How many times do you say that in the run of a day?
On average, in 1 hour, it's about 26.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
It's only in an elevator. So.
Yeah.
And then when you take them to the restaurant, it's a whole bunch of different numbers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one.
How wild is that? And here we are on the glass floor.
We then went out for probably our favorite meal while we were there, and probably one of our favorite meals ever at Scatterbush in downtown Toronto. After all that and a good night's sleep, it was time to head back to the island airport and head back to New Brunswick. Thanks for watching, and if you would, please let me know down below what was your favorite picture that I took on this trip. And while you're down there, please hit like, hit subscribe, come back for when I make new videos, and I will see you again next time.